better. I go by CSW, also known as a road poet, hip-hop artist, songwriter, MC, host, entertainer in a positive way. And honestly, like, I feel good. I'm grateful to be alive, but like, I don't know, these past like 48 hours have been stupid for us. So let's just, I'm gonna rap tonight, so let's get into it, Alex. Shout out to the live. Finger snaps. I feel like I'm the one that got outgrown. I hit you up and I get punched on by the dial tone. I tend to listen to beats and put some miles on. Thinking about to find someone you can count on. Miscommunication hit different. Maybe I believe that we both had the same vision. Maybe I was tripping because my brain be running gimmicks. But you your own person and you chose to move your pivot. I was standing solid when your legs went liquid. Checked on you when all your heart just wasn't in it. Not the only person that drowned, I also fell in with you. So to think I have your back, how did that get misconstrued? Who do you think I am? Guess you just never knew me. We planted seeds together, seems to be like you outgrew me. Good for you, I'm hoping or assuming that you're through after everything that we went through. It was me and you and quite a few more. Expectations that I had inspired me to do more. Surely it's my mistake, I was stuck in my head. We can't just put it to rest. Now you a cousin to death. Don't try to say. Jason Tatum get injured, that's a hurt piece. I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna get back to the rap. It's the school, man. Hey yo, I ain't in my act, I'm in reality. Don't try to join the school if you ain't got the faculties. Sit in the classroom cause I got a new lesson. Everybody ain't worth honorable mention. From time to time, I even had to stop a confession. A lot of messages I said left on red cause the person that you saw me as was dead. And ain't no jumping back into that old skin. Been by piranhas, they try taking my whole fin. I don't swim with many fishes. I live to make a difference. In the gym like Planet Fitness. In the crib like mind your business. Can I start something and finish? Shout out those that stood 10 for me whenever I was tripping or missing a couple toes. I hope that a couple flows can start off my road to forgiveness. I know there's no limit to how far I can walk. But if I can walk how I talk it, I can make a few alternate decisions. I'm all for the commitment, clean up the way I'm living. First knives, then clothes. Since birth I was sinning. That ain't a real flex like I'm shooting up steroids. I was putting good energy in a mirror, boy. That take me back a couple spaces. I'm pacing my room, thinking about what I'm gonna do if I gotta move without you. They advise us to grieve, but we was never taught how to. People taking power trips without actual power. The world's going sour. I think like this for hours and hours on end. A friend once told me they can't trust me again because I lost all the charge that I had with my pen. And that shook me up, like my first crush when she stood me up. Looked me up and down, didn't give me time or a day. Man, I bet if she saw me now, she'll look back on life and be like, hey, that's the kid that asked me to stay. Bet if she saw me now, she'll look back on life and be like, hey, that's the kid that was asking me to stay. My name is CSW, also known as the road poet. And when it comes to anything I do, I'm here to set you know, I'm here to stay. Rest in peace, OGB Quad, man. Real rap, like that was a hurt piece. That fried me so bad. And it's like people pushing positivity and higher understanding and something to benefit your life, you know, and they kill you and they hate on you for that. I've been through that myself, you know. I've had people say, bro, you rap? You go crazy with DJing? You ain't none of that. And I'll be like, how do you know? Yeah. Simple as that. Rest in peace, OGP. I told them I was on the way, they'd be like, how do you know? This one for me. I'm God's vessel, so it's safe to say I'm valuable. Yeah, this one's for me. I told them I would be the greatest. They like, how do you know? Shout out to the Instagram live. Shout out to Twilight. You already know what it is. Hey yo, I spit it with minimal effort. Black diamond, so I know how to live. And no pressure, me and my crew winning together. Lyrically living forever, dangerous. Giving you lectures. I might just spin a few records. Don't try to kick it with leopards. Barely a kangaroo. I probably change the mood, bang a few dunks just to show I ain't a fool. These bars make me feel like Shaq's hype. They talk about Corona, Kensington still got crack pipes. Y'all really tripping like fiends when asking for a tab price, leaving you unconscious. Shorty broke my heart and I hadn't let it rock since. Apologies if I come off a little obnoxious. My mind is steady rewinding. I look towards the future, but the stardom gets blinded. Remind me of the present. The part of my life I control, it tends to get hectic. Make the same bed all my inhibitions slept in. Same bed lies all the women that I've slept with. Watch without my face when it's a marathon. Why fear you when I got the fear of God? I'm trying to lead a whole nation like Farrakhan. And when it comes to hip hop, I'm the paragon. Heart is in my chest, but your sleeve is what you wear it on. I call that bad drip. I put the cycle in psychedelics, it's acid, everlasting. Even if it's for a time span, you don't need a lifetime to figure out who I am. Heroic poet on Instagram. I told them I was on the way, they be like, how do you know? Ooh, I'm God's vessel, so it's safe to say I'm valuable. I don't know what happened to the beat, but screw it. I told them I would be the greatest, they like, how do you know? Yeah, they be like, how do you know? Ooh, they be like, how do you, okay. I go nuts like a game, yeah, when I be off the crane. You visit me in the stadium, visit me when I'm not around. Check on me if I'm out of town. I don't be thugging with my round. Shout out to school, we get around. I live around nothing I don't relate to. I was feeling broke until I had a breakthrough. Lyrically act wild, black child. Skin look tough, inside feels fragile. I'm trying to make songs that are tactile for the people. Look, I need you just as much as you need me. Y'all the reason I make what I do look easy. So many bars got the crowd saying free me. Value in my name, I get things for the free scheme. Battling myself, that's why these other rappers can't beat me. They sound like 1,000 other rappers. I'm thinking what makes them special. They be talking about my pen, but they be out here using pencils, stupid. And that's why to me, you'll be number 2. I black out with the pen when the ink is blue. When they come to MCing, they don't think of you. So while you wrestle with that dart, go get a drink or two. 1 for the nerves, 2 for the truth, 3 for the fact that it's starting to taste like juice, 4 for the fact you wasting money in the booth, and 5 for the fact that I'm just better than you, much cleverer than you, way ahead of you too. Acapella, I told them I was on the way, they be like, how do you know? Ooh, I'm God's vessel, so it's safe to say I'm valuable. Ooh. I told them I would be the greatest, they like, how do you know? They be like, how do you know? Ooh, they be like, how do you know? That's my time. I'm gonna let y'all know about a couple things coming up in May real quick. First of all, before I get into that, my knuckles hurt. Thank y'all for still rocking. Like I said, I do a couple things. On Friday, May 16th, Nobody, my homie Nobody, he's having a festival. I will be performing at that joint. Come out, support him, because he been grinding, he been supporting, he been showing love to everybody. But right after that, after I perform, I'm going to be right at, what's it called, 11 Lounge. Yeah, we going to be at 1111. Yes, my homegirl Cayenne Pepper, she's having a Met Gala, you know what I'm saying, called Metamorphosis. I will be DJing the sounds. I will also be performing a little something there too. So one is a festival, the other is a gala, pop out and show them, what's the thing, like favorite cartoon characters growing up, from your childhood, you feel me? And then on Saturday, May 17th, the Bull and NASA. Make some noise for the Bull and NASA back there. Shout out Joe too. So I'll be DJing their show, Fly Namic, at Voice Lounge on Saturday. It's tourist season, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, where the tourists at? Yeah, it's a couple, yeah, for sure. Okay. So yeah, pop out to that. And then shout out my boy Crosby in the back, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have a Apex Poetry Battle end of this month, May 31st. So you know what I'm saying? Come tap in with either of us. We gonna go at it. Wordsmith versus Wordsmith. And then last but not least, May 24th, How do you flow open mic back at Rec Philly? Same thing, you know. I appreciate y'all. So anybody in here that's in the Twilight crew, come through May 24th. $5 entry to the public, free for any rec members, and we're gonna do it up like we usually do. I want to shout out Alex for the opportunity. I want to shout out everybody in here. I want to shout out the bartenders. Please make sure you tip your bartenders.
Yes, sir.
Peace, everybody.
Where they find you, bro? One more
My Instagram is heroic_poet. HEROIC_POET.
Yes, sir.